Hi Papercrafters, welcome to another Design with Jo video. I'm Joanne Rogers, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Central Alberta, Canada, and I've been designing with you in mind since 1999. Today I want to share a super cute little project that would make great little table favors or just little stocking stuffers for big and small kids. I've got a couple different ideas on the closure and I'm going to show you how to make this little guy using the envelope punch board. Let's get started. I originally saw this idea on Sam Hammond's website in the UK, and she had a different size chocolate to fit in. So I've taken her measurements and I have tweaked them so that they'll fit these little Swiss Delice, or Delice, I guess, chocolates that we can get here in Canada at our Costco. So I think the bag comes, there's 144 in there, and these are the dark chocolate ones. So you can make up a whack of these in a really short period of time. So we're going to start with a 3x3 piece of designer series paper, and this is the Santa's Workshop, and this has a flocking, and you won't probably be able to tell because there's not a lot of color or you can't really see the texture difference, I guess, but this is got a really nice soft fuzzy feel to it, and so that's the piece that I want to be facing out. And so we're going to start on our envelope punch board, and we're going to take this and we're going to mark it at 1 7/8. So 1 7/8 over here on the left, and we're going to make a score line and we're going to punch, and then we're going to go to 1 1/2. So we're going to go back to 1 1/2 and we're going to score it again. So I'm scoring twice on this one because a little bit heavier and I'm going through the flocking. Now I'm going to turn it 90 degrees and I'm going to continue doing the same thing. I'm going to match up the score line, and these are a little hard to see on this paper. You'll be able to see it a little bit better on this side. So I could maybe go ahead and do that. So I'm going to do it, score it on this side so you can see what I'm doing. I matched it up here. I matched up my pointy part there and I'm moving it back and giving myself a score line and a punch, turning it 90 degrees, matching this up to my score line. So this is what you're going to have when you're done, and I also want to take these points and round them off. So I'm done with the burnishing tool, so I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to put it into the corner rounder piece right at the top, and when you have a smaller piece, just try and fit it so it's in the center. Okay, and those are all my sides done. I'm going to just fold in along all those burnish lines. So I want my stripe to be on the outside, so I'm just going to fold it with my fingers. I'm not going to fold it with my burnishing tool because I don't want a super crisp edge on this. And then we're going to go in with our scissors, and there's a little tiny shape here. It's almost like a sort of a triangle-ish shape, and it's where the two score lines meet. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to take those out. So I'm sort of butting my scissors up against the shape here. I'm going to pull that out. Okay, so we're going to have those four out of there. And now what we're going to pull in my chocolate and just make sure it fits, and it does. We're going to roll it up like that, and I'm going to use a glue dot to adhere it. So I'm going to pull that out for a minute. Take your one flap on the inside and attach a glue dot. Put your chocolate in, fold over the other side, and make this as tight as you can. So pull it toward each other and give it a good press. And these have just a little bit of an indent on them, these chocolates. And then we're going to take these two pieces and we are going to have them come up like this. So they're going to create a little bit of a wow, if you want to call them that, or a curve. I'm going to take another glue dot and put it on the top on the inside, and I'm just going to fit those two together, and I'm going to try and get them so that the two tops are together. Okay, and then you're just going to press together there. And you don't need to put any more glue dots down below because this paper is stiff enough that it's going to hold it. So let's do the decorating now. So we're using the Signs of Santa photopolymer stamp set, and this is an ultra cute stamp set, and there's cute little elves in here, but we're just going to use this little tiny writing called A Joyful Christmas. I'm using garden green to go with the green if you happen to have the back of that paper. So A Joyful Christmas just on a piece of scratch paper. Taking my 3/4 inch circle punch, and I'm going to punch that out. Now I'm taking my 1-inch punch and I'm going to do Poppy Parade, which matches the red. And I'm doing my 1 1/8 inch scallop punch in the garden green. Oops, that one flew out at me. So now I'm just going to glue those down, and I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue for this. So I'm going to take my Joyful Christmas, put a little bit of liquid glue on there on top of the Poppy Parade, and a little bit on top or on the back of that, and then on top of our garden green, just to have a little border of contrasting color. Go. And now I'm just going to glue it right onto the paper, and I'm going to glue just this bottom part here and put that right onto the paper and hold that in place just while it sets up. Now I'm going to pull in the Santa Workshop enamel shapes, and I'm going to pick up one of the nice bright bows, and I'm going to put that on the top. Okay, so we've got our bow on top, and we've got our cute little gift package, either for a table place setting. There's the green one. And this one here, just to show you the difference on it. So this one here, I just put a 1/8 inch hole, a circle, on both of the two tabs. Once I'd taken it together. So I adhered it together with a liquid, with a glue dot. And then I punched a hole, and then I've just tied it with a little bit of the garden green baker's twine. So a couple little different ideas using the Santa's Workshop paper and the Santa's Workshop elements. I hope you enjoyed this project. If you do, please like it below and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you live in Canada and don't yet have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be your gal. All of the items that I used in this project are in the description below. And if you'd like to join in more fun, join my Facebook group called Design with Jo VIPs. You can find me on Facebook. Thanks very much for joining me. Have a great paper crafting day.